Hello, everyone. Okay, so in the spirit of trying to be helpful, I'm going to do a little instructional video on an exchange called Coinzoom. As you know, with all this business going on with Kraken, some of us need to find an alternative to use for our COTPS platform because we need a platform that supports the TRC network, right? Now, it just so happens that a few months ago, I did establish an account at Coinzoom in my efforts to beef up my portfolio of exchanges. Everyone needs to have multiple exchanges set up, okay? We call them on-ramps and off-ramps, right, in the crypto world. That's just a fancy way of saying, putting your money in and taking your money out. So in the crypto world, if ever you hear somebody saying, oh yeah, this is my off-ramp and this is my on-ramp, that means they're using that exchange for putting money in and for taking money out. Okay, so I need to polish off the setting up process for my account because I never really used Coinzoom. So I thought I would take this time to show you what I'm doing to polish it off. All right, so let's do a screen share. Okay, so when I logged into my Coinzoom, they're asking me to set up my 2FA. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this button and take you along for the ride. Okay, so to set up my 2FA, I'm going to need my 2FA on my phone. If you do not have your Google Authenticator, 2FA, by the way, is another way of saying the Google Authenticator, okay? So if you don't have the Google Authenticator, go to the App Store and download it. It's free. And once you have it set up, this is what it'll look like, right? You click on this icon, and that will take you to this. So to set up a new 2FA with whatever site you're working with, you click on this little plus button on the bottom, and you get that, and see that little camera? You can be clicking on that to scan the QR code. All right, so let's go back. Okay, so I'm going to click here for two-factor authentication. So now I'm going to click on that little camera icon where it's inside of my authenticator that says scan a QR code. So I click on that camera, then I slowly hold up my camera to the QR code and it captured it. Okay, so I held up the camera on my phone to that QR code, and you can see at the very bottom there, I have Coinzoom, and see how those numbers go across. As those numbers count down, okay, that's where you plug in your codes, right? That's the code you'll plug in, and you always get, I think it's a 30-second, yeah, like a 30-second clock there to plug in that number. And sometimes if it's getting really close, wait for it to reset. Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna plug it in 336765 765. Hurry up, and enable. Okay, 2FA enabled successfully. I'm gonna copy my secret key here and email it to myself. Okay, so now that my 2FA is all set up, let's go ahead and explore the site a little bit. All right, let's go to the funding page, and just to make sure that they do support the TRC network. So how do we do that? Okay, I'm going to start out by going to my settings and check my personal information and make sure everything is accurate and up to date there. Okay, now I'm going to go down here and click on my bank details. Okay, no data. Okay, I don't have my bank details in, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in my bank details. So I'll go up here to the right, click Add Bank. Okay, so my bank account is connected. Let's do a wire. Let's put some money into this guy. So how do we do that? Okay, so to wire funds from my bank into Coinzoom, I think I need to go up to Portfolio. Yep, click the wallet that I want. I'm going to click US dollar. So deposit. Then I'm going to do a wire deposit. Let's see this reference number in green. That is what we want to include in our wiring instructions at our bank, along with this other stuff. All right, so I'm going to go over to my bank and put in this information, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, so a couple of little tips when you do the wire from your bank. Okay, so at least with my bank, there's some characters they don't recognize. So in the name where they have a Coinzoom, comma, period, get rid of the comma and the period. And there's one other one. If there's it's like the suite number, like the pound sign plus the suite number, I think it's 207, get rid of the pound sign. So the system, at least at my bank, doesn't recognize special characters. And also, you cannot copy and paste the routing number or the account number that's in the wired instructions. You have to manually put those in, okay? It was the same at Kraken too. I think that's standard throughout the industry. But just so you know, another thing is when you're on the page where you're linking up your bank account with Zoom, and you got that little bar going, it might take 10 minutes. Let that go through before you click the submit button. Do them separately. I got impatient and I thought, well, maybe something's wrong. So I clicked on the submit button, then I had two wheels going. And I think I might have inadvertently made things more difficult than it needed to. So make sure you let the wheels turn, because you connect your bank up using the plaid system, right? So let it do its thing. All right, that's it. Just a couple tips. Okay, so that takes care of the wire. Okay, so once my money ends up in here, maybe I will do a sample deposit. But for now, okay, so let's confirm that they do honor the Tron network, just for your peace of mind. So let's go ahead and just do a search for USDT. Okay, there it is. I have nothing in there to send, so let's click on the receive button. And I understand. Okay, and those are the two choices of the networks to choose from, Tron and Ethereum. Excellent. So it does honor TRC. Okay, so I just confirmed to all you guys that Coinzoom does in fact honor the TRC network. So I'm going to deposit just a little bit of dough into this account from my bank account. And when that shows up, I'll probably do a sample deposit into COPT just to see that it works for you guys, okay? So there you go. Even if you do not end up using this Coinzoom for COTP, I think you want to open up an account here anyway, just to add it to your portfolio of options, okay? And go through the whole process, put in your personal information, link up your bank account and get all that out of the way. And you might even want to deposit like $50 into it, just so, it's there. It's always good to have options in the crypto space, okay? It's good to have them up and running, get all that stuff taken care of. So if and when a time comes where you need to find alternatives for your cryptocurrency transactions, you have several exchanges set up and ready to go. So I'm going to pause for now, and I might add a little thing to the end of this instructional video showing you the deposit. Okay, so let's polish off this Coinzoom video, okay? All right, so I did just do a deposit into Coinzoom. So let me show you. Okay, so I just deposited some USDT, actually from my who.com account, in case any of you out there have who.com. Who.com does support the TRC network, so that's what I used. I used the TRC. I didn't put in much, but 235 USDT, which is, $235, right? It only cost me $1. It cost me $1 USDT to transfer it over. That's the beauty of using the Tron network whenever you have the opportunity to do it, is because it's so cheap to move stuff around. That's why the Tron network is so popular over the ERC network, for example, which is vastly more expensive amongst the crypto, consumers out there. But of course, not all exchanges use TRC, and that's why I am excited about using this Coinzoom, because I can use my TRC. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering, you shouldn't by now, but for those of you who are wondering how to receive crypto energy, you click on, in this case, you click on the coin that you're depositing, in my case, USDT Tether, right? And you click on receive. I understand. Then you click on the network that you want to use. So you have a choice, right? You can use either the Tron network or Ethereum, okay? So let's say you wanted to use the Ethereum network. Let's say you're transferring something in from Coinbase. Coinbase does not honor Tron, so you have to use Ethereum, right? Or some other exchange that only uses Ethereum. So let's click on Ethereum. Okay, and this would be your deposit address. Just click on this copy button and stick that that wallet address into the appropriate send button of where your tokens are coming from. And of course, if you want to deposit something on the TRC network, you do the same thing. Only you click on Tron, right? All right. So what if you want to send some USDT somewhere. Let's say you wanted to get into the COTPS program, and what you want to do is click on the send button, and then you find the wallet address of the place you're sending it to. So if you're sending it to COTP, just go to that recharge button, capture that address, and bring it over here and plug it in there, right? Okay, very brief video, right? Covered the basics. And if there are more things you need to know, there are tons of other YouTube videos out there that actually do a better job of describing it. I think Coinzoom actually has an official YouTube channel, so check it out. For those of you who need it, I will have a link below for Coinzoom. If you want to click on that, we each get 5 Zoom coins, whatever they are. I don't really know what a Zoom coin is yet, but more importantly, you will know that you're going to a legitimate site. You know, with all these exchanges, whenever you do a Google search, you have to be worried that you're going to a counterfeit site, right? If you use that link, you don't have to worry about that. So there it is, very simple video. I hope you got some use out of it. If not, I'm sorry for wasting your time. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, please give this a like and please give me a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Edward Anderson, as always, signing out.
Copy that.